Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kaylin. This practice will be a 20-minute yoga strength. We'll build some heat, get the body moving, and get your muscles working. We're gonna get started on your back. Find your way down onto the floor. Once you arrive, bend the knees and walk your feet wider than your knees. Feet are gonna press down, knees are gonna knock together, and then tuck your shoulder blades underneath your chest. Start to tilt your tailbone up toward the sky and press your low back down. And then do the opposite. Arch your back and let there be a nice big space of your low back. And do that a few times. So it's like a little tuck of the tailbone, a little arch of the back. Moving through each position. And eventually pause and center where you find your neutral spine. Keep the shoulders tucked underneath. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Just from here, you're gonna start to sway the knees side to side. Start to connect to your breath in and out through your nose. So it's building a little bit of heat inside. You're moving through each breath and each transition, breath to movement. Take it about once or twice each direction. Arms can be yours. You can place them off to the sides. When your hips and your back feel ready, bring your knees back to center. Start to walk the feet a little closer together and then pick your feet off of the floor. Flex your toes, let your calves come away from your hamstrings to the back of the legs. Let there be nice big space. Take your hands to the back of your legs and start to curl your shoulders off the floor. So you're starting to engage your core here. Belly draws in and up. Chest is open. Legs are still active. Knees on top of hips. Take a big breath in. Same thing, inhale. Exhale, curl up, release your arms. One more in. Exhale, curl and lift. Keep your legs, lower your head down to the floor. Press your palms back down. Keep your shoulder blades tucked underneath, but your low belly pressing down. So your spine is nice and long. You're holding your legs just from your core. Left leg is gonna extend out in front of you, as low as you can go with the low back down. Inhale, bring your leg back to center. Switch out sides. Whatever leg you didn't do the other side. Right leg will come forward. Bring it back to center. Grab the back of your thighs. Curl your shoulders off the floor. Take a big breath in. Exhale, curl and lift. Arms come out. One more in. Exhale, curl and lift. Good. Lower your head. Palms down. One more round. Left leg goes out in front of you. Flex your toes. Squeeze your belly button in. Left leg comes back up. Again, right leg goes forward. Right leg comes up. Grab the back of your thighs. Curl your shoulders off the floor. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release your arms. Use your belly. A little bit of momentum. Come up to your boat. Alrighty, you've made it. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Heart stays open. Breathe in. And exhale. Just one more. Lift up nice and tall. Last exhale. Hands go down, feet go down. Reverse your tabletop. So press the hips off of the mat. Stretch out the front of the body. Chin in or let your chin go back. Take a breath and lift up a little bit taller. Exhale, lower your seat all the way down. We're just transitioning to a normal tabletop. Hands will come forward. Knees will walk behind you. Spread through your fingers so you take up some space with the palms. Shoulders on top of wrists, hips on top of knees, moving through your spine here. On your inhale, drop your belly, open up your chest. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, heart comes through, drop belly, open chest. Exhale, round out, press into palms, hollow and lift. Inhale, heart comes through. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, find a neutral spine, so nice and long. Tuck your toes underneath. Start to pick the knees off the floor just to a hover. Your elbows can stay a little bit soft. Your gaze is out and forward. Your spine stays long. Stay with me here. Breathe in. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last one in. Down dog. Exhale. Hips go high. So first down dog of this practice. Feel free to pedal out the legs, shake your hips, move through your down dog, walk the dog, and eventually pause and center. Spread your fingers wide. Make sure your fingers are facing forward. Press down to your whole entire palm. Soften your knees, bring your feet hip distance apart. Then stick your booty nice and high up in the air. Your head is relaxed, gazing back. Take an inhale, take an exhale. From here, inhale, roll forward to high plank. Use your core to get you there. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Knees can be soft. One more like that. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Nice, take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. Lift up onto your tippy toes. You're gonna walk to the top of your mat. Tiny little walks to get you there. Just come on forward. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Inhale, lengthen out your spine halfway, knees soft. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen once more. Exhale, soften, forward fold. Bend the knees, tuck your chin, and just roll up to stand. Your head's the last thing to come up. Give your shoulders a little shrug, down and back. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring them down into your heart. You're going to take your hands, interlace, just index finger pointing up. Walk your feet to touch. Squeeze in from your legs. Inhale the arms up overhead. Squeeze in from the belly button, and then take a side bend over to the right. Little half moon shape. It's like your whole body goes over. Pressing down into your left foot. Draw your ribs together. Open up your chest. Take one inhale. One exhale. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, switch sides. Go over to the left. Soften through your neck, your jaw. Press down into the right foot. Reach out of those index fingers. Take one inhale. One exhale. Inhale, come to center. Release your hands. Bring them through prayer and forward fold all the way over on your exhale. Inhale, lengthen out your spine halfway. Exhale, place your hands down. Step your left foot back to a lunge position. You can adjust your feet as needed. Come up onto your fingertips, power through the legs, and then one at a time, walk your hands up toward your thigh. Drop your tailbone under, squeeze in from the belly button, and then soften through both knees just to find your first lunge here. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Bring your hands to your hips. Start to ground down, but lift up. Breathe in and breathe out. Knee on top of ankle, toes are pointing forward. You're on the back ball of the foot. One more in, one more out. Release your hands down to the floor. Start to lengthen out the left leg. Left hand down, right arm up. Let's take a twist. This one should feel nice, just pressing off the bottom palm. Gaze down, right hand to the mat. Step back to plank position. So super light step back. Stack your shoulders on top of the wrist, power through the legs, gaze forward. Stretch through that left leg and pick your right leg off the floor. Take a breath in. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Try not to move your hips. Inhale, right leg goes back. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, bring it in. Good. Inhale, reach it back. Place your foot down. Downward facing dog is your exhale. Shake that out, pedal out. Just find stillness. Take a breath in and an exhale. Next, inhale, reach your right leg up and back for three-legged down dog. Flex your toes, square off your hips, square off your shoulders. Exhale, knee to your nose, shift forward, just down the center. Step the right foot in between your hands. Spin the back heel down, and then inhale, windmill up to stand for warrior two. Right toes are forward, right knee is forward, right inner thigh is wrapping open without compensating through the knee. Take an inhale. Take your exhale. Next breath, and start to lengthen out the right leg and reach your arms up toward the sky. Exhale, rebend just a warrior two, right leg bends. Inhale, lengthen out the right leg. Exhale, rebend. One more, inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, rebend. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Spin up onto the left ball of the foot. Step to the top of your mat. Big giant step forward. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, soften, forward fold. Bend the knees, tuck your chin, and gently roll up to stand. Give your shoulders a shrug up and then down your back. Walk your feet to touch. Inhale, your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down into your heart. Same thing, interlace your hands, just the index finger points up. Draw in from the bottom of the leg, squeeze in from your glutes and your core. Take an inhale. Exhale, we lean over to the left side, that same little half moon shape. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, release your hands forward, fold over the legs. Lengthen out your spine halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, step the right foot back to a lunge. Adjust your legs as needed. Start to power through, but draw in from the core. One hand thigh, other hand thigh. Tailbone drops underneath the shoulders, and then soften through your knees, just kind of grounding down into your legs. Left toes forward, right ball the foot down. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Walk your hands up to the hips if they're not already. Drop the tailbone and then pause. Breathe in and breathe out. Take one more in, one more out. Release your hands down to the floor. Start to lengthen out the right leg. Right hand down, left arm high. Let's twist. Let this one feel nice. Squeeze your shoulder blades back together. Gaze down, left hand to the mat. Step back to plank position. So this is where we're building up some heat, some strength. Right leg down, left leg picks up to a hopper. Flex your toes, gaze forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. Inhale, step it back to plank. Downward facing dog. Exhale. One breath in. One breath out. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Three-legged down dog. Square off your shoulders, strong through that left heel. Exhale, knee to your nose, down the middle. Step your left foot in between your hands. Spin the right heel down. Warrior two on your in-breath. Let it help you come up to stand. Inner thigh wrapping open, but press down to your right foot. That's your anchor there. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Inhale, lengthen out the leg. Reach up tall. Lift up through the sides. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, rebend. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Stay on your inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Spin up onto the right ball of the foot. Step forward, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Stand it up. Reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Sit back to a chair pose. So in this chair, your weight is into the heels. Your toes are, your knees are over your toes. Tailbone's kind of underneath you. Belly is strong. If it feels nicer for to bring your feet hip distance apart, feel free to bring them hip distance apart. Totally fine. Take a breath in. Exhale, sit down a little lower. Inhale, lift your hips a little bit up, just a teensy bit. Exhale, bring it down. Again, little lift. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise, stand up, lift up tall. Exhale, soften forward, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen out your spine halfway. Exhale, place your hands down, step your way back to plank position. This is your choice here. You can stay with the knees off the floor in your plank or drop your knees down, but your booty has to kind of draw underneath, squeeze in and gaze out. Elbows tight, it's like a chaturanga. Elbows in, soften halfway down, keep gazing forward. Inhale, lifts you up. Exhale, lower halfway down. Take your hips with you, draw your belly button in. Inhale, lifts you up. Roll your shoulders down. Exhale, lower, gaze out. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Last one, exhale down. Inhale up. Down. Hips go high. You made it. Pedal out, shake out. We've got one pass through, nice and fluid. Reach the right leg up, inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose, down the center. Right foot comes through. Hands up to your hips. Lift your heart up, high lunge. When you're ready, float your arms up overhead. Take an inhale. Stay on your lengthen out the right leg. Open warrior two. Spin your left heel down, right toes stay forward. One time, lengthen out the right leg. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, rebend warrior two. Hands find the floor. Step back, plank, and pause. With or without your knees, halfway lower, just chaturanga. Inhale, lift your way back up. Down dog. Exhale, hips go high. Left leg floats up and back. Exhale, knee to your nose, shift forward. Step the left foot in between your hands. Hands to your hips, press down. Inhale, lift your heart. When you're ready, arms float up. Exhale, sit down a little lower in the leg. Take a breath in. Take an exhale. Inhale, lengthen out the leg. Warrior two, spin the right heel down. One time, lengthen out the left leg, reach up tall. Exhale, rebend warrior two. Hands find the floor. Step back, plank position. Your chaturanga, just the chaturanga today. Lift it up, high plank, hold. Spin to your left hand, left foot, side plank. Right arm comes up toward the sky. Flex your feet, step. Pop the bottom knee down, totally fine, but lift up out of your shoulder. Draw your hips to connect. You've got one more inhale, one more exhale. Gaze down, right hand to the floor. Switch out sides, right hand Right side of the foot, swivel your weight. If you notice you like to start to lean back, try for today just to stack your hips. Ribs together, squeeze your glutes. Maybe your gaze goes up. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. One more in, you got this. Press out of the floor. Exhale, gaze down, left hand to the floor. Down dog, hips high. Shake that out. Hips, head, a little bit off the wrists. Heels will lift up high. Gaze forward, bend the knees. Come to the top of your mat. Step, jump, float, however you want to get there. Lengthen out your spine halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, lift up, stand up. Hands to your heart, sit back, chair pose. We've got one more set here. Inhale, lift a little bit, draw from your belly, toes are still forward. Exhale, sit back. Try to pick up your toes for this one. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Last one up. Last one down. So if your knees are a little sensitive, skip this. We're going down to the mat. Otherwise, you're going slow, slow, slow until your booty hits the floor. Scoop your legs up. Flex your feet. Draw your navel in, open up your chest. Lower down to your low boat. That's scoop and hover. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. So connect to the core, squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale up, two more. Exhale down. Inhale up. All right, last one. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hold, breathe. You're here for 3. Open chest, heart. Last 2. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Last 1. And then relax down onto your mat. Bend the knees. Tuck your shoulder blades back, distance apart. Take the palms, bring them down by your sides. Press down into your entire foot to press and lift your hips off the mat. Keep the palms pressed down for this first round. We have one more round. Bear with me. Use the back of your legs to help support your low back, but you're also connecting from your core to support your low back. You're on your shoulders, not just your neck. Not your neck at all. Keep your head still. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. One more in. On your exhale, slowly lower yourself down. Walk the feet wide, knees knocked together. You can take a little sway side to side if you need that. And let's take this one more time. I'm going to give you an option or two. Bring the feet hip distance apart. Press the palms by your sides, toes stay forward. Use the legs to help press and lift. You can stay with the palms pressing down or take the hands, interlace them underneath the tailbone, and lift up onto the shoulders. Pretend like you had something in between the legs and you're using your inner thighs to squeeze it. Your knees won't touch, but you have that energy between legs. Without losing that energy. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. One more in. One more out. Inhale, lift up a little bit taller, open up from your chest and your heart. Release your hands, release the heels. Exhale, slowly lower down. Feet walk wide, knees prop together. Option for a windshield wiper left and right. And take it even sides, right and left. When you finish it out, hug your knees in towards your belly. Give yourself just an easy little squeeze. Right leg is going to stay, left leg is going to extend out in front of you. Let it rest on the floor. Give the knee a squeeze and then drop it up and over to the left. Arm might go to the right, head might follow it, shoulders can soften down. Take one big breath in, one big breath out. Use your inhale, come back to center, knee to the chest. And then right leg down, left leg in. Just switch sides, knee to the chest, and then over to the right. Arm can rest, head and arm might follow to the left. Take one big breath in, one big breath out. Use your inhale, draw your knee back into center. Have the right leg join. Grab the back of your thighs, rock and roll once or twice, come all the way up to sit. Cross your legs, sit up nice and tall, take a big breath and reach your arms up overhead. Take that energy with you, bring it down into your heart. Thanking yourself for doing this quick little 20-minute yoga strength video. I thank you as well for tuning in. And if you did like this, feel free to subscribe and there will be more videos coming soon.